भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी की नामे नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणी निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणी नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरतुषे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। So a warm welcome to everyone who has come today, and a special thanks to Ravi Garg and Asta Garg and the family for opening their home for this program. It's one of the regular feature of their house, where they open their home for everyone to come. The topic for today's session is sharing one's joy and happiness. So this is part of sharing one's joy, to allow everyone to come in the house and we share our joys. And special thanks to His Holiness Bhakti Damodara Maharaj, who has been instrumental in this program for many years. And he is very kind enough to me also that he allows me to sit next to him like this. It's embarrassing for me. He is like my Shiksha Guru, and because when Guru is there you cannot sit on the same podium as him. But it's an embarrassing moment, but somehow it's his order, so I sit here and I speak something. And so the main thing will be Maharaj's lecture after I finish my small topic. So sharing, why this topic was recommended to me was because today is a very important festival, right? Today in the Sanatan Dharma we see that we celebrate this Akshaya Tritiya. We all know Akshaya Tritiya is a special, very pious day. Of course, many of us Indians do not know what actually Akshaya Tritiya. You just know it's a very good day. It's a good muhurat. I mean, it's a nice day where we can do puja, we can do marriage, we can do everything where we don't have to see any calendar. So most of us have this understanding of Akshaya Tritiya. But Akshaya Tritiya is a very special day, a festival day. It is something like a festival which we have in our own life. We are all used to, or we are always looking for festivals. We are looking for something special. If you recollect, if you come across anyone saying, no, my daughter came first in the class, 10th class, so immediately your colleagues say, where is the party, right? Or they come to know that, you got a promotion, immediately, a party kind. So everyone is asking a party when there is a joy in your life. So party means we experience joy and we share the joy. I want to correlate this party with the spiritual world. Brahmaji mentions about one such party. You want to know what Brahmaji is mentioning about the party in the spiritual world? Brahma Samhita is one scripture. But Brahmaji is speaking a very beautiful verse. Shriya Kanta Kanta Parama Purusha Kalpataro. And then he mentions Katha Ganam Natyam Gamanam Api Vamshi Priya Sakhya. Yes. So we have a distinguished guest here. Hare Krishna, please come. Right time. Very happy. Are you very happy? Yes. Please. धन्यवाद। Katha, Ganam, Natyam, Gamanapi, Vamshi, Priya Sakhi. So Lord Brahma says in the Brahma Samhita about a place where Toyam is Amritam, where every sip of water is nectar, and where every talk is a song, where every walk is a dance, where everything around you is very beautiful, very charming. Katha, Ganam, Natyam, Gamanam api Vamshi Priya Sakhi. Chidanandam. And this is how Chid Ananda, eternal and full of knowledge and full of bliss. So we are correlating with how we all want to celebrate in our life. I was mentioning, we have a guest here coming here now. We are mentioning that every time we have something special in our life, people ask us for party. Like we get promotion, someone is asking, so where is the party? And not only that, when in the home we have some special occasions like a wedding anniversary or wedding of our family members, then we want to bring everyone to our home or arrange a hall and share our happiness and joy. This sharing of happiness and joy is a culture in the Bharat Sanskriti, in the Sanatana Dharma. Why? Because we don't want to enjoy alone. In fact, enjoying alone is good, but enjoying with others is much more better. We share more happiness, more joy in sharing. Like just imagine, today we have this wonderful home here of Ravi and Asta, and they're sharing their home. So they are spending a lot of money to host this party, right? And they are opening this house, and they have, since last 2-3 days, they are working very hard to make this program happen. And after this program, then for next 2-3 days, they will have to work hard to arrange this house properly. So a lot of things are going on in this house. But at the end of the day, just tomorrow, someone calls him, calls Asta or calls Ravi, said, "Kya program tha aapke ghar ka?" The program was amazing. Bada aanand aa gaya. Very nice. So how they will feel? Will feel good or bad? Good. He will not say, "Kya aanand hai? हाँ मेरा इतना पैसा खर्चा हो गया." That I lost so much of money, इतना खर्चा किया मैंने. So much of money spent in food, and these people came and they booked my chair. Well, they will be so happy because this is the understanding of sharing joy. See, when you share joy, our joy multiplies. How often we experience that we have something to eat and would like to eat in one corner some special food, But then when we share that, we see that when others are also happy, we are also happy. I often give example of how mother, she's often geared, planning to cook for her children. And let's imagine mother cooks strawberry ice cream for her kid. And she cooks, and the kid is super excited to eat that ice cream. And the kid is eating the ice cream, so he wants more. So literally the kid is eating, and he's about to eat the whole ice cream, whatever is cooked by mother. And the last morsel also mother gives him. And he's so happy. And as he's eating the last morsel, he's thinking, oh, the vessel is empty. That means I have taken everything. What about my mother who has cooked this ice cream? She will be miserable, right? Because I am going to eat, I have eaten everything, she is not get anything. I am enjoying, she will be miserable. But when he lifts his eyes and watches the mother's face, he finds the mother is much more happier than he is happy. And he's thinking, puzzled, she's not going to get any ice cream. I am eating all the ice cream. I am enjoying the ice cream, but she seems to enjoy more. So he asked mother, how come you are enjoying more? You did not get even one bite of that ice cream, even though you cooked it. The mother said, because I am happy seeing you happy. So when we do something personally for our enjoyment, we are happy. But when we share our joy and happiness, that happiness is on another level. So in our home, we have occasions like wedding anniversary, birthday anniversaries, and all those things. And we call people to come together and we share our joy. In the same way, on a cosmic level, there are festivals, there are parties. And these parties are like Akshaya Tritiya, Makar Sankranti, Diwali, Janmashtami, Ram Navami. These are on cosmic level parties where we come together and share the happiness of an important event which happened on that day on a cosmic level. So festivals are part and parcel of our life because festivals keep us going very good. In our life, we are going through a lot of struggles, happiness, distress. But when festival comes, we are related to a higher understanding. So today is a very, very important day called Akshaya Tritiya. We'll be hearing more about Akshaya Tritiya from Maharaj. But Akshaya Tritiya is basically an event, a day, where many, many special events happen. They are innumerable. The first event which I want to just narrate, I'm not going to detail, is on this day, Mother Ganges descended from the upper planets on Earth planet. It's a very important thing. And second important thing is, this is a day, this is called Akshaya Tritiya. Akshaya means infallible. This day is compared to a day where you perform anything good, it will remain for, the effects are remaining for longer time. Akshaya Tritiya. Now, this is the day when the famous Sudama Bhasana took place. Sudamaji went to Dwarka and he met his long friend Krishna for a very, very long time. So that's another story, we will not go in details. But this is the day on Akshaya Tritiya. Krishna Sudama Bhet took place. This is the day on which the famous Chandan Yatra takes place all over the world. Especially in India, we find many temples, the deities are covered with special sandalwood. People rub chandan and that chandan is applied on the Lord for the next 21 days. So this system originally it came from Vrindavan, then it went to Odisha, and parallelly it also took place in Andhra Pradesh. I like to narrate a beautiful story connecting to this Chandan Yatra. We know Prahlad, right? Prahlad is the great devotee of Lord Nrsimhadev. And Prahlad also happens to be the son of the great demon Hiranyakashipu. What a contrast. He is a great devotee but born to a great demon, Hiranyakashipu. Generally, whenever we have, we are always looking for facilities and we always grudge in our life, oh, hope I could have got this. ऐसा होता अच्छा होता, ऐसा नहीं हो रहा है, थोड़ा होता तो अच्छा होता. We always keep praying, asking for things. Prahlad had nothing in his life very positive about. He was spiritually minded, but living in a kingdom where everyone is having total opposite view. Hiranyakashipu was the greatest demon on the universe, and his only son was that time was Prahlad. Later he had many sons. So Prahlad was there, and Prahlad happens to be a great devotee. So Prahlad, just to protect Prahlad, Nrsimhadev appeared from a pillar and killed Hiranyakashipu. Right? Now what happened is, Hiranyakashipu got killed, and Prahlad was super ecstatic seeing Lord manifesting in his kingdom, this beautiful form of half man, half lion. Later Prahlad went on going on a tour of his kingdom and came to a very beautiful place, a place full of mountains near the ocean. And he recollected from these mountains his father had thrown him into the ocean and how Lord had protected him by catching him. So with that understanding, he sat down to do some tapasya. He wanted to see the Lord again. So he did tapasya, and lo and behold, Lord Nrsimhadev again appeared to him. So Lord Nrsimhadev told him, what do you want? You asked me to come. He said, I have seen your incarnation as Nrsimhadev. You came to kill my father Hiranyakashipu, gave benedictions to him also, and delivered him. But I also know that my father's brother, Hiranyaksha, also was killed by one of your incarnations, Varahadev. I have never seen Varaha Roop. Is it possible that I can see Varaha Roop also? Nrsimhadev said, yes, why not? So Lord Nrsimhadev manifested Lord Varaha Roop for him. So then he saw Lord Varaha Avatar who had killed his uncle, Hiranyaksha. And he was mesmerizing Nrsimha Avatar and Varaha Avatar. And he said, Lord, now your Varaha Avatar has disappeared, you also will go away. I will miss seeing you. Is it possible that I can worship you in a form which is two in one? But it's Varaha also, Nrsimha also. And what happened is Nrsimhadev gave him a beautiful deity of Varaha Nrsimha. And that Varaha Nrsimha he would worship every single day. And that Varaha Nrsimha in due course of time said, because I am Nrsimhadev, angry, killing Hiranyakashipu. And I am Varahadev, also angry, killing Hiranyaksha, double anger there. So I am always hot. So can you arrange that from Akshaya Tritiya, you can arrange for next 21 days applying chandan. So Prahlad Maharaj was ecstatic. Prahlad Maharaj said, 21 days I have to apply. Why not, Lord? A whole year. So Lord said, why not? So you apply chandan to me, give your directions. And this is a temple which is in Andhra Pradesh, Visakhapatnam, called as Simhachalam temple, where on the day of Akshaya Tritiya, and throughout the year they apply chandan. So Lord is a form of Varaha Nrsimha, but if you go any time, you will find Lord fully covered with chandan, as if like a linga is there. So around something like total 500 kgs of chandan is applied on the Lord throughout the year. And this is applied in an installment. So today, on Akshaya Tritiya day, the 450 kilo of chandan or 500 kilo of chandan is removed. For 12 hours, everyone who comes on darshan line can see that original deity of Varaha Nrsimha. You can imagine how much big queue must be there in Visakhapatnam today. And after 12 hours, then they apply 1/4 of that 450 chandan, cover it. After 1 month, again 1/4. After 2 months, like that. After 4 months, the whole chandan is full. And the Lord is in that form. See. This is called as a special festival where Lord is applied chandan. So in this way, there are hundreds of festivals throughout the Bharatvarsha which is celebrated just so that on a cosmic level we engage in sharing our joy and happiness. Right? So, yes, so we are all here, and I don't know whether they have anything anniversary in their home today, wedding anniversary or birthday anniversary, whatever. But there is another occasion of celebrating festival, is that when there is a Marathi saying, Sadhu Santa Eti Gara Tochi Diwali Dasra. You must have heard this in Marathi it comes. Whenever great saints and sadhus come to our house, what happens? That's a day of festival. Right? So the festival comes on a calendar date also, and festival comes when you get special guests in your house. Because when they come, what happens? Our house gets purified, our consciousness gets purified. So yes, the Garg family is celebrating today to have the holy presence of His Holiness Bhakti Damodara Maharaj, who has come after a very long time. He was in India for many months, has been busy traveling to many countries like Brazil, Mauritius, and stays many months in India also. Swami Maharaj has come just a few weeks back, and he is there for 1 or 2 months in June. So Ravi and Mataji have called Maharaj, and along with Maharaj, the whole entourage have come here, the team of Maharaj. We have devotees from all over the world here. We have devotees from Nigeria, prominently, very important local devotees. We have devotees from India. We have Tirtharaj Prabhu here, the devotee in front of the camera here. So he is a pastor from NIT Warangal, right? He pastor from NIT Warangal, and he is for the Pune team of Brahmachari Ashram there under Radhesham Prabhu. And he was very inspired to see the beautiful example of Bhakti Damodar Maharaj. Even though officially he is not a disciple of Maharaj, but he wanted to serve him. Just to serve him is crossing all the oceans to come and serve Maharaj here. So we have Tirtharaj Prabhu from India here, he is sitting here. And we have Sabyasachi Prabhu here, new to many of us here. Sabyasachi Prabhu is from South Africa, right? Johannesburg. And Prabhu is also a very long-standing devotee in the ISKCON movement, disciple of Bhakti Charu Maharaj, and eventually he is on the sannyas list, and he also takes sannyas after a few years. He has come here to get trained under Bhakti Damodara Maharaj. So we have a host of great devotees and Vaishnavas here, and we are all happy that we are all assembled here to hear from Maharaj. So I now pass the mic to Maharaj to take over and speak his Ashirvachan. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So I formally welcome you, all of you again, and our special chief guest, Modi sir and 𝐒𝐤𝐬𝐢 sir, who has come from the Nyaya Commission. So we welcome them by loudly chanting one Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you, sir, for coming. I would like to give a brief introduction of His Grace Baldev Prabhu, who just spoke. Prabhuji serves as a zonal coordinator in ISKCON. He oversees youth coordination of ISKCON in India. The faculty of Bhaktivedanta Academy for Culture and Education. He has done his bachelor's degree in physics with certification in advanced physics, nuclear energy, and kinematics. He further holds multiple diplomas in various fields such as human resource and personal management, software management, business communication, yoga, and tourism. He serves as a motivational speaker, leadership coach, and lifestyle manager. He has conducted interactive seminars and workshops for prestigious universities and the multinational companies in various countries, speaking on interesting and relevant topics. Since last 15 years, he has been extensively traveling abroad to many countries in various countries: South America, North America, Central America, Europe, Middle East, Africa, and Southeast Asia. In fact, he is on his world tour now. Prabhuji started with Africa, East Africa finished, now West Africa, 3 countries. From here he is going to Ivory Coast, and from there he is going to North America, from North America to South America, then to Europe, then to Middle East, and then back to India. So this is his itinerary for 1.5 months. His seminars are appreciated by locals as well as other nationalities. He has also appeared as many TV shows and radio shows all over the world. So we'd like to welcome Prabhuji and thank you by chanting loud Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
And now, the most senior devotee in our congregation, in all of West Africa, and the chief speaker for the day, His Holiness Bhakti Damodara Swami Maharaj ki Jai. Bhakti Damodara Swami has become known for his humility, gravity, and deep knowledge of the scriptures. He is the first African sannyasi and Diksha Guru, spiritual master in ISKCON. He grew up as a Roman Catholic, and from a very young age he has been very spiritually minded. Due to his ardent desire to understand God and His creation, he studied Bible intensely. To quench his thirst for spiritual answers, in his youth he associated with many spiritual groups and read all of Losbang Rampa's books, practically Hatha Yoga with a representative of Roy Davis, and also corresponded with a spiritual organization founded by Manning and American Psychic. He regularly teaches Bhakti Shastri and Bhakti Vaibhav courses at the Vrindavan Institute of Higher Education and the Mayapur Institute, and facilitates numerous seminars on the practical aspects of Krishna consciousness philosophy, such as community building, self-sufficiency, etc. He has also authored a book, Spiritual Connection, understanding the dynamics of guru-disciple relationship to help devotees take the next step in their spiritual journey. He tours and preaches extensively in different countries in Africa, in Brazil, India, Mauritius, the Seychelles, and the United States to deliver the message of Krishna consciousness. Following the desire of his spiritual master, Bhakti Damodara Swami is also developing vibrant Krishna conscious self-sustainable farm communities in Ghana and Nigeria, Africa. So we welcome Maharaj by loudly chanting one Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Tritiya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityananda Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaudavan Pracharani Nirvisesa Sanyavadi Pasatya Desa Charani Om Gyanati Mirandasya Gyananjana Salakayan Chakshulumalitam Jena Tasmai Shri Guru Namaha Shri Chaitanya Mano Vishtam Savitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dhanati Swapadantikam Bandeham Shri Gurun Shri Yutapalakamulam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Sa Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitantam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saityam Krishna Chitam Vidim Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lolita Shri Visakham Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinavadhu Jagatpate Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavanishwari Vrisavanas Pranamami Hari Priya Vanchakalpataru Vyascha Kripa Sandhya Vacha Adidanam Pavanivyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki Hare Krishna. I want to heartily thank the High Commissioner of India and his wife for accepting our invitation to come and be with us. We know you are very busy and have a lot of things to do. So to come and be here is a big sacrifice. But it's wonderful. We are very happy to have you.
It's our pleasure and we are happy to be.
Thank you. Yeah, we would like to thank His Grace Bhakti Prabhu. I know him for many years. We have been brahmacharis together in Chopati for many years. And we live together. And we know each other very well before this time. So I'm happy that he is coming to West Africa and assisting our preaching here. So we are grateful for that. And His Grace Sabyasachi Prabhu is from South Africa. He's a sannyas candidate. He took initiation from His Holiness Bhakti Chara Maharaj. And it's a great fortune for us. It's an honor for us that we are going to be his sannyas guru after so many years. After 3 years, he's going to take sannyas. And we're happy to have him. He's very, very scholarly and he knows the scriptures. He has been serving the movement for many years. He was there when I was taking sannyas. He followed me when I was going for my rituals before the sannyasis. He was there. carry my danda. I didn't want to carry the danda that day because I'm not initiated, so I didn't want to carry it. So he carried it from the Gurukul to the Ganga, and we did the ceremony. So I'm happy that the connection have been there, and he's also here with us. And Tritiya Prabhu is also here, following for many years. I first met him in Pune and other places in India. And His Holiness Radhana Maharaj is a very dear friend of my spiritual master, and they are very, very close. So it's natural that we have also a close relationship. What the father did, the children are taking it up. So we're happy that is to help him. So, talking about today's event, Aksaya, and Prabhu was explaining. It's a wonderful day, both materially and spiritually. Many people take the material side. Some will celebrate the weddings, we celebrate our graduations. We we purchase gold, which is part of the thing. People like to get the gold on this day, and they start the business this day. They want to start something wonderful this day because the belief is that Akshaya means unending, unlimited. There's no end to the fortune which one get. But when we look at the celebrations people are doing, they are not celebrating the unending activities. Marriage is not unending, but that's what people are celebrating. Buying gold is not unending. They are all temporal things that people put a lot of effort into it because we are born blind in this material world. All living entities, we are born blind. Om Jnana Timirandas, yeah? Jnana Jana Shalaka, Chakulun Militam Jana Tasmai, 𝐒𝐰𝐬𝐿. We respect our spiritual teachers because they have the ultimate to remove the cataract we have in our eyes, the material cataract which our normal doctors cannot do. They have that medicine. Then they will give us the eye to see the reality, the truth. And that is why the spiritual teachers are honored, because they are doing something which nobody else can do. So we respect them for that. And so when we look at what people celebrate every day, or on this auspicious day,
listen to you behind. Can we put this mic?
okay, if it's better. When we look at what people celebrate in the name of Aksaya, Tritiya, they are all material things. But in Krishna consciousness, we want to look at what is the real unending festival that we should really celebrate. You can put it there? Want to hold it?
No.
So as Balde Prabhu was speaking, I had the fortune to visit Visakhapatnam with 120 devotees from all over the world.
Well, you can wear that also.
Okay. Is it better? Which one is better? Is it better? Okay. So I visited Visakhapatnam with 120 devotees from different countries, 22 countries. 2 times I have done that. It's very, very interesting to visit these places. And not just visiting. When you visit, were you tired? Did it tie you up? No, you missed that. So next time when you go there, you should ask. So after circumambulating the deity has two faces, Nrsimhadev one side and Varahadev one side. It is the same place that when Nrsimhadev came and took Prahlad when he was thrown off the cliff. Nrsimhadev came and took him there. So to have the darshan of this deity is extremely a great fortune. And we were also very fortunate that we went on the day that the deities were really open. The chandan is off, so you can see the deity both 2 faces. We had the fortune to go on that day 2 times. We've been there. And after circumambulating the deities, then they will tie you to the pillar. The great pillar is there, meaning that they'll be released from material existence. No more birth in this material world. Such a place is there in India. And you cannot get that anywhere. So it's only in India you get these wonderful facilities. So we should hear this so that we can know the value of what we have. Because we are missing a lot from not knowing what we have. So we will know what we have, we value it, then we can take the interest to visit these places and get the blessing that it is not a myth that Lord Nrsimhadev, the Supreme Lord, left the Vaikuntha to come here, to come down to this material world with his entourage. They took the vow to come down here. Jai and Vijay, they came with Lord Nrsimhadev here. And they came for the purpose of delivering all of us. And they performed these activities which are written in our literatures, and our acharyas are explaining and speaking these things. So if we go to these places and hear these pastimes, our life will be different. That is Aksaya Tirtha, not wedding. Because this blessing is eternal, it will never change. See, therefore, the real meaning of unending blessing is when we get this opportunity. Then it is Aksaya Tirtha, the Tritiya, which we should celebrate. We cannot know this without hearing from those who knows. And those who knows, they are the pure devotees of Krishna representing him. So they have the secret. And they can release this secret. So we celebrate. It is also a wonderful day for the appearance of Lord Parasuram. It's a great day. Parasuram appeared on this day. And he's an incarnation of the Lord. In the 9th canto of Bhagavatam, we hear about his activities, so many activities he performed. And it is from Parasuram we see that India is extended to many places. India is extended to many places. For that time, India is one country. It's not just divided like we see now. And what we call countries today, those days were villages. So here a king is donating 7 villages. You know, what do you consider countries today? If someone gives 5 countries in Africa to somebody, it does not make any sense to somebody who is in India or somewhere else. You give 5 countries. No, it's nothing. That was what is happening that time. Parasuram, he contributed to this because some of the Kshatriya he didn't kill. They have to run away from India to Turkey, to Greece, to all these places, to Germany, and they spread all over. That is the mercy of Parashurama and all other incarnations of Krishna. So, unending blessing, it is Krishna consciousness. Because of all the things that happen this day, the most important thing, the principal deity to worship today is not the demigod, it is Lakshmi Narayan. It's the principal deity to worship. So Narayan was Lakshmi Devi. And that in different forms. Lord Krishna came here and he gave us immortal, unending process which will give us eternal life in the spiritual world. That is Bhagavad Gita that Krishna gave to us. That is immortal. So celebrating Bhagavad Gita is immortal activity. And hearing the Gita is immortal activity. There is nothing which is going to give us immortality or freedom from material existence other than the Krishna, what he has given to us himself. And his representative, they continue to share this wisdom eternally with us. So it is wonderful. It's a wonderful place. So forget about the temporary thing which we forget. Or we should have that is the byproduct of the real thing. But majority of us go for that which is temporary, and we consider it is wonderful. A celebration which is going to end us in misery, that cannot be considered eternal. So that is what we celebrate here. We should celebrate the Krishna consciousness, which is eternal, by constantly hear about his wonderful activities, hear about his glories. There is a blessing. It's a blessing that anyone who hears anything about Prahlad Maharaj, anyone who touches Prahlad Maharaj, and anyone who sees Prahlad Maharaj, you go to Vaikuntha. You will stay here again. Final closure to material existence, just to see Prahlad Maharaj. And Prahlad Maharaj is worshipped in many places in India. I hope if you go there, is beautiful. I went to his classroom. It's a big, beautiful, so natural, on the stone slab, and it's big. So it's suitable for classroom because demons are very many. So they have many children. There are so many children. So it was not a small classroom. It's a big, massive classroom, well constructed, and suitable for sitting that you can hear properly. And the singer Dev deity is there, and you can worship. I have also been to these places. So nice. I hope you know. So it's beautiful, wonderful places. So we hear about Prahlad Maharaj. This is unending. The singer Dev was very, very angry because Prahlad was tortured by his father. So he was very angry. His devotee suffered like anything to present the Krishna consciousness, to maintain Krishna consciousness, and being disturbed by his father, Lord Nrsimhadev was very, very, very angry with him, with the Hiranyakasipu. And so by hearing about him, by touching him, by seeing him, you get liberation. So why do we waste our time for so many unnecessary things and leaving the real nectar, which is unending? And you should hear about Prahlad Maharaj. The Nrsimhadev is appearing in a few days on the 4th. So I have decided to speak every day about Prahlad Maharaj. Before that, not Nrsimhadev. I want to speak about Prahlad Maharaj because it is there the blessing is. Lord Krishna has given his blessing to his representative. So if you want the blessing from God, don't go to God. You should go to his pure representative. That is where you get it. So we're going to talk about Prahlad Maharaj because the blessing is that anyone who hears, you get purified. The purification that will take you back home, back to Godhead. That is required. So please come and hear about Prahlad Maharaj. Sanatana Goswami said, Prahlad Maharaj is a new devotee of Krishna. So I was wondering, what a new devotee? Prahlad is an old devotee of Nrsimhadev. How do you say he's a new devotee? So Sanatana Goswami explained that new devotee means those of us who are practicing Krishna consciousness and attain perfection and go back home, you are a new devotee. And you are so special, more than the devotees in Vaikuntha. Because in Vaikuntha, people don't suffer the difficulty you pass through here. Even to become a devotee is very, very difficult. To be a devotee, to become a holy person is not easy, very difficult. That difficulty made Lord Krishna to appreciate you more than those who did not pass through these difficulties in Vaikuntha. So new devotees are better than old devotees. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Okay. There's questions.
So we would like, if anyone has some questions, you can ask for a few minutes. We can take 2-3 questions if anyone has any questions. So please, you can ask regarding the lecture or anything in general.
All right. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Maharaj, recently, when I was in Ghana, so I was attending a radio show, and suddenly the host asked me a question. So what is that thing which you are aspiring in your spiritual life? So it was a sudden question in front of everyone who was hearing all over the country. And I was, in a flash of moment, I thought the most important thing is tolerance. Because now this world is becoming more and more intolerant. And for someone to preach and stay in this world, live in this world, synergy, tolerance is important. So I told the most important quality which I would aspire to grow more is tolerance. So then I was immediately thinking, it was like when I was sitting in the radio show there, immediately I thought about you, because I was very tolerant. I told you, no Maharaj now, Maharaj is actually traveling all over the world. So much nice facilities Maharaj get for preaching. But when he comes to Nigeria, which is his hometown, he stays a very simple life. And nowadays, with Maharaj staying now in the temple, there is so much of electricity all over Nigeria, because summer heat is there. And Maharaj is tolerating, but always useful. Doesn't come on his face. So Maharaj, I just want to know if you can give some tips for me to develop this quality of tolerance which you have in abundance.
In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna explained the importance of tolerance. And here in Africa, local people, they also have a common saying about tolerance. Those who tolerate always get the best thing. Always, they get the best thing. In Chinese, they said, 1 minute tolerance can save you from 100 years in jail. And I have a practical experience about it. Very practical, gross experience about it. When we were coming here, we have a long bridge. Third mainland bridge. The third mainland bridge is 9 miles. Today, when we were coming here, there was no traffic. But see, the day you get traffic, you spend hours. You spend hours for 20 minutes journey. We spend 4 hours. So one day, a lady was in her car, and heavy traffic. In the traffic, because people are not tolerant, everybody wants to go at the same time. And we put our head together, so we stay there for 4 hours for not being tolerant. And everybody suffers for that. But nobody knows that we are lacking tolerance. That is why we are suffering like this. So this day, everybody was trying to find their way. And there was another person with a motorbike. As he also was trying to find his way, he hit the lady's car. Just the robber. But the lady couldn't tolerate her false ego. She came down from the car and looked at the car. Nothing happened because it was just a bomber. Nothing happened. But because she couldn't handle the ego that I'm so important and this wretched man hit my car. So she insulted the man. And the man also got angry and responded. So verbally. From verbal action, she slapped the man. The man felt very bad. I also have a wife, a woman like you in my house, and you slapped me. So he also got down from his bike, picked this woman as he was struggling. She threw her off the bridge. How many minutes does it take for this? Few seconds. But she lost her life. Because no tolerance. That's a danger of not being tolerant. So Bhagavad Gita said, heat and cool, they are not permanent. They are temporal. Just tolerate it because it was not there yesterday. It is here today. If you tolerate it, tomorrow it will not be there. Just wait for tomorrow. The winter will go, summer will come, or summer will go, winter will come. Just wait for a few hours for this to go. You will have your life to live. But lacking this quality of tolerance, just for a moment, she lost her life. And the man also was jailed for killing somebody. So, listen to Bhagavad Gita. We mentioned before, this is immortal knowledge. If you have this knowledge, you will tolerate. We will tolerate. Because it is temporal. Suppose he tolerated or she tolerated the slap. It will not show on your face that somebody slapped you. But lacking this knowledge, look at the danger. So knowledge is important. And the knowledge from Gita is most important because it gives immortality and knowledge that will save our life from the danger of so many unnecessary things which we are suffering in this material world. Tolerance requires knowledge. A foolish person cannot tolerate. Only a person who has knowledge will tolerate. So we should study Bhagavad Gita very carefully, not alone. If you study Gita alone, you can't understand it. Go to a teacher who will teach you what Krishna is saying in the Gita. Because the acharyas, they know the Krishna's mind. They communicate with Krishna. Say, no, why Krishna said this word? You can see one word in Sanskrit. Krishna said one word, it means so many things. And according to what was in Krishna's mood when he spoke this word, it's different from what Krishna has in mind when he was speaking something different. But acharyas, they know all. So they'll be able to tell us, Krishna said this time, why did he say it? They will tell us. So we should study Gita from a teacher who knows Krishna's mind, Krishna's mood. And then we'll have immortal life, no accidents. Thank you. All right.
We know you travel extensively all over the world, and especially India. And in your last trip, you were in 75 days. You almost visited 25 different places, from north to south to east to west. So, and we all belong from India. I doubt anyone here would have seen so many spiritual places in India, and you take people for yatras in India. So, which is the favorite place where in India which you love visiting?
Vrindavan is home. You cannot find you can't find anywhere like Vrindavan. Vrindavan is the Dham and also Tirtha. The two things in one place. It's a Dham because it's a spiritual world. That is where Christian lived for 11 years. And it's a Tirtha because in this Vrindavan there are so many places Christians perform these activities. Something we should know. I take my body from West Africa, but the soul is not West Africa. And many devotees ask me, you came from Africa to come and take me to where I was born and lived for years. I didn't know this place. You came to take me here. It happened many times like that. I go to India and I would tell the devotee, let us go to this place. Which place? Let's go to this place. And when we get there, they will be looking at me. Why you came from Africa to come and take me? I was born and I lived here my life. I don't know this place. Why you came to take me here? I was smiling. Externally, I said externally, the spiritual reason also, but I say externally, see, I spend thousands of rupees to come here. You spend 500 rupees to come here. So we cannot have the same interest. For you, it is cheap. so you don't value it. But I spend thousands to reach here, so I value it more than you. Spiritually, the soul is part and parcel of Krishna. And don't think that this is the first time. Don't think it's the first time that we are coming to Christian consciousness. It's a revision, not the first time. It's a revision. She shouldn't be a surprise. All right. Thank you very much, Hare Krishna.